Welcome to an update on some things, if not most of the things that's going to be with and from Gravitas. Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host Aaron from Pen and we are joined by
Ben?
Ben.
Ben
Who's
from
Ben?
Gravitas?
Ben from Gravitas. And I don't want to be rude, but can you just speak a little bit louder? Because I believe most of us, including myself and our viewers, just want to know what's going on and they want to hear your voice.
Hi. I never know what to say.
So basically,
On
this
the
is
spot now.
we have not planned this. Anyway, we've been working as usual for the past few days and experimenting with a lot of stuff. So whenever Ben is with us monthly, we get to have some moments to share what we've been working together with him. We have a bunch of things right now on our table.
Yeah.
I think we should start from left to right because people will want to know the new things that are gonna go on. No.
Oh.
Don't show everything at once.
Okay, alright.
Let's go one by one. We're gonna start with the things that we already have basically listed. So the first item on the list right here. And then we're gonna continue with what's coming in the next, let's just say a week or so. Then what's gonna come in 2 or 3 weeks.
We'll say 1st of January, New Year.
Yeah, New Year. Okay, so this is New Year. And then we're gonna have a look at the more exotic things that you know about them, but you might just want to see what's the current state of them. I wanna say a big thank you for every single one of you that chose us at PenVenture and also Gravitas for Black Friday. And we had a tremendous amount of orders to process. Ben, I believe this is one of the times that if the system was not ready to cope with this, it would be like 2 or 3 weeks of work. But we adapted. We had everything set up, and we're happy to say that
And
everything has been shipped.
Everything arrived as well.
Well,
No,
I believe
they're starting to arrive.
the things that were placed in the final days of the Black Friday sales, which were a little bit longer. It's not only a day; it was like a weekend plus. So in the final days, in the most locations that are farther away from us, they're still in transit, but possibly they are mostly shipped and arrived and delivered.
Yeah.
Because we've seen the updates and also the reviews on the website arriving. So that means you already have the things and you already tested. I'm gonna let Ben to.
Oh shit, I have to talk.
Yeah, you have to talk.
Okay.
Right now you have to talk. So
Okay.
join us. Focus. Let's start with the first thing on the list right here, which may be looking very simple, like this small
I don't know
pocket
which
pen.
camera to look at, sorry.
So, yeah, we have screens all over and everything, but we're gonna try to stay in the picture and showcase this because it may look small, it may look like a simple pen, but there's a lot of things going on with this pen. Ben, what is this?
It's a pocket pen.
Well, besides this, what's the material?
It's a 304 stainless steel. So
Okay.
pretty tough. Super tough.
Yeah, but didn't we had one of this from Gravitas?
We did, yeah.
We did. We had the version that I have right here. It's my personal pen, which I've been carrying. And this is just like a very, very useful tool. Just an ADC tool because,
Or a weapon.
yeah, it can be used like that, but I believe I've been using it for all of the useful reasons, and I believe this is one of the things that will survive even the most harshest carry experiences. Like if you want to throw it inside your bag together with your keys in your wallet, it will survive. The new one right here, we've been feeding all of the feedback from all of you to Ben, and we did some amazing changes together with Ben, and I want to show them. Although it looks the same, it's been upgraded, redesigned with the features which I believe are amazing. Have a look inside the cap because right now you've been asking for this and we delivered it. It is a inner Delrin sleeve, right?
Yep. So yeah, it's the threads are made out of Delrin, and actually they're Acme threads now. They're not the same sharp threads that I used to use, so they're slightly smoother, and the Delrin makes it very smooth. You can also post it without scratching your pen.
Right now, have a look. We have right here the old threading style, and right here we have ACME threads. Threading motion, it's very smooth. Oh my god, it's so rewarding. Like
Yeah.
it's one of those things that if you have something like this with you, you will find reasons to just simply uncap the pen and to just put the cap on. But have a look at this. Wow. No sound, no nothing. Keeps it very securely posted. It's gonna post a little bit deeper. So right now, if you put the pens side by side, the older one versus the newer one, you will see that there is a little bit of a difference. It is just like 4 to maximum 5 millimeters in between. So it is a little bit shorter, the new one, 5 millimeters. It's posting a little bit deeper, and the weight is the same. We've checked it. This is the new version of the stainless steel pocket, which it's available right now on our website. There's going to be an in-depth review coming, and I just have something like this, the inside of the cap. So you will find something like this, and the pen threads right here. So the ring goes in. This is just for demonstration purposes, and I had it right here. You have this pen available right now on our website. It is live. I know the question that you are asking right now. Amy and Ben, what about the other pocket fountain pens? Well, let me answer this. In the way that we have the stock right now, once it's going to be sold out, we're going to order it in the new configuration, most of the things, and they will be arriving whenever we have the entire stock done. And we're going to try to just speed things up a little bit. We will keep some of those pens to do some special things in the other room with the new equipment, right?
No, we have new lasers. I have been using lasers for a couple of years, and you can do a lot of really special things with lasers, not just engravings. But what we're doing, we'll probably just have to wait to reveal that.
Yeah, we are preparing some incredible things, like the things that you are usually seen at Gravitas for sale and the members area, like full patterns on the entire structure of a fountain pen, all of the surfaces, preparing all of that for all of you, and possibly you'll see some hits from the past and some new things, which for the past week or so we've been dialing in. Ben, what should we go next? We should show this 3 right here, right?
Go for it.
Okay. So, this is the new Sentry in aluminum. It's not only new in the way that's like a new version. No, it's been redesigned. The overall finish and the type of anodizing and the magic stuff that Ben worked since it's been in the research facility a few months ago. We have a secret place where we get to throw pens at walls, try to break them in order to make sure that we deliver something very interesting on your way. And this
We might just I have my own factory, so we actually get to do a lot of testing. It's not really a research facility, but I have a factory where I actually do all the prototyping, all the research and development. So half the time I'm here, and sometimes I'm at home, and the rest of the time I'm in the factory and on the ground, actually experimenting, making on the machines and dialing everything in. So
you should head home more often, because most of the times Ben is either in Romania or it's at work. So what's new? New, it's a very, very elegant shape, which has been I believe brought to like there is a lot of finesse in this shape, and I can see where everything is going. Like every single passing or joint, like here in between the barrel and the cap, it's more blended in, all of the edges, the finish is different. So this black, it is amazing, and you have to hold it in your hands to truly understand how great this black finish is. So now inside the cap, just like the other pen that I showed you, it's a Delrin sleeve. and this will make up the posting to be very smooth. You can do this without leaving barely any marks.
Yeah, Delrin, it's not going to scratch aluminium, so.
If you try to post the cap
Oh yeah,
on
if you
the
try
pen,
to post it, no, that's
it's
not
not going to leave marks on it like metal on metal.
Yeah, so
Let me have a look.
this is the old pocket pen, and that little line is where it would post.
I don't mind that.
Yeah, no, it's a pocket pen. It's meant to be,
I don't
it's meant to
mind
take abuse, but a lot of people want to keep their pens pristine, and yeah, so.
Just like in the case of the Pocket, it's going to pass into the other Century models together with the ACME threads just as well.
Yeah, the plan is to basically put Acme threads in materials that can damage themselves. So any of the metal pens, generally, we're going to put Delrin sleeves in them. If it's a full Ultim pen, generally we're going to leave it. It doesn't need anything else. But if it's a material that is sound specific, so some of the zirconium pens, if we put a Delrin sleeve in it, it dampens the sound, and people actually love the sound. So I'm not going to stop that.
I believe the sound was like a byproduct. Like we discovered this after the pen was made and everything.
Oh, I didn't plan it. Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna see. But anyway, expect something interesting in zirconium just as well. A little hint here. I might just cut this. But if you hear it, that means it made it into the edit. From this two band, which one should we showcase? This one?
What is that one?
The same one like this
Oh,
one?
is that titanium?
Yeah, it's titanium.
Oh, sorry.
So we should show
Yeah,
this?
it's exactly the same as steel, but titanium.
Yeah. Finally, you've been asking for the restocking on titanium. Surprise?
I can show them. It's
Okay, show them? Okay.
it existed before, so.
So Tizen X, like raw grade 5 titanium, alongside with raw grade 5 titanium in Tizen X. Both of them are updated to ACME threads, inner sleeve of Delrin. So right now you can post them without a single mark. It will protect your pen when posting. This summarizes everything that we have already arrived here. There is an interesting video from a very special person which had a look at it, and it's going to share his opinion on it just as well. Let's move to the things that are not yet in stock, and just like Ben said, it's going to be arriving sometime in January. And should we start with the black one?
No, it arrives this week. I just don't want to sell it yet.
You know what? Here is something that we have not planned, but I don't know. It may make it or it may be cut. But what I want to say to everyone, and Ben is here, we received a huge stock of pens which didn't went to be sold, but they got to be shipped back in order to just Ben can explain, like he can explain far better than me. So Ben,
Cross threading. A couple of thousand pens were cross threading. Simple as. Had to sort it out. So we had a lot more pens to release, but you're just going to have to wait until January, I suppose.
yeah.
So
there was a thing like I don't think it was a millimeter. It was like
it's in the thousands of millimeters.
Yeah.
This issue was simple as the type of threads that we were using, Acme threads. There was too much slop in the Delrin, so the Delrin sleeve was the issue. So the slop allowed you to skip threads and cross thread. We were able to just keep replicating the problem. It has happened in the past with other pens after a bit of use. It used to happen with my back pen sometimes. We decided to not release them. They will be released when the new sleeves are put in, but that's just going to take a couple of weeks. It'll actually take about 6 weeks in total.
So basically, I get a few pieces. For me, they looked just okay. We send them to be photographed, and in the process of just simply taking them, putting the cap, removing the cap and everything, once I had Ben with me, like, Ben, should we have a look, because we're at this moment are just working to create a specific checklist with everything. We have procedures in place and we are improving them as we speak from experience. We don't know everything. We cannot compensate for everything. We have to learn from experience. So I waited for Ben. We had a look together and say like, oh, no, that's wrong. That should not be sent to a final customer. So call them off.
Yeah. The same thing happened with the piston.
Which one?
The piston.
Ah,
Yeah. Well,
we'll get to that in a moment. If this will be making it into the video, that means it made it to the edit room. And this is the current things and how we just want to make sure that everything is taken care of. Results that are not satisfying, scrape it, resolve the issue, bring a very good quality product to the end customer.
we do have very good tooling and very good machines. Some of the best machines.
We use diamonds, like.
Yeah, so a lot of our tooling for any of the finish work is usually it's a diamond. So we use PCD diamond inserts and sometimes natural diamond, depending on the material. And yeah, we have all Swiss machines or South Korean machines and a few Japanese machines. So we do use the top end machines to try and make sure that our pens are as high quality as they can be.
I don't know about you, but to the extent that I've been shipping and fulfilling orders for Gravitas, I've been handling a few good hundreds, if not thousands, of fountain pens lately, and the amount of just
Issues with machining or any?
the machining failure, it's so low that I can make a collection of 2 or 3 pens out
Yeah,
of
yeah.
those. And by the way, they look something like this. Like, I don't know if you can catch it, but right there, that's a manufacturing defect. It's from inside. So if you run your fingers like this, you don't have
Yeah,
anything.
I can explain what that is.
What is that, Ben?
That is what we call galling. When we're getting the bulk of the material out, we'll use a carbide drill. But a carbide drill can be quite rough, and if it starts to heat up, it'll catch a bit of polycarbonate, and that heat will cause a crack. And if you can show the tiny little crack,
Yep,
that's a
it.
defect. And that is something that is hard to catch with the. So we have machines, measuring machines that will actually check the dimensions, the silhouette basically of the shape. Yeah, and one of the main reasons why I work with, there's many reasons why I work with Emmy, but the way he takes care of the pens, the whole process, and his logistics setup. I don't think anybody knows that you are a logistics expert and have a logistics company and have had this company since you're 21.
Yep.
So
So basically, I am known to ship by air, by sea, and by road with trucks, with vessels, and with planes. Pretty much things that come into the size of a box and go all the way up to an entire container ship. And that goes worldwide in all jurisdictions, from every single country to any single country. So basically, that is what I did, like my background in the back. When it comes to designing logistics chains and to just manage operations, I have this experience from 21 and I did this. And at one point, I was managing and keeping the relationship in between my employees and the companies that I worked for, roughly around 80 to 90 people if you put the accounting department just as well. So I'm trying to infuse some of the things that I learned there into the process and how I tackle challenges at PenVenture and also for Gravitas, since we're doing the fulfillment from here. And together with Ben, I learned a lot of things because we just skyrocketed the volume at this moment. This comes with a specific set of challenges, but rule number one, if you have a system in place, you don't need to worry about the volume. You just need to adapt a few of the points and to think of it as a volume. And then if you have the system and the recipe, it's very easy to scale it up to a bigger volume. If we can improve, let us know how we can do that, and we will for sure use that information to just do things different.
And many of the reasons why I work with Emmy, not just about the logistics, it's the communication. It's the love that he has for the pens, the industry. And he really does take care of things. When he has a responsibility, he takes it seriously. and he has the responsibility of running the customer service and logistics side of Gravitas, as well as actually you have a lot of responsibilities behind the scenes as well. But I work with Emmy simply because he has a very good reputation, despite what anybody might say. He really does. The numbers speak for themselves. There's a reason why I work with Emmy. There's a reason why we ship out of Romania. It's just faster. It's much faster, and
it's going to be far more faster going forward because our country is developing. A lot of new infrastructure is put in place. We are trying to see at what volume we can bring a DHL plane just in minutes away from us. This is the kind of a level that we are talking about. This is not something that's in reach of understanding for most of the companies that are possibly in our industry. But in Romania, you can actually call in and have a talk with the DHL almost CEO, like, we need a plane and we need it much more closer to our location. There is an airport. How we can open for a customs desk or something and to ship things faster. Right now, Pen Venture combined with Gravitas, we have enough volume to sustain such crazy propositions and even more so. Next, we will do great things like this country will be put on the map properly. With that being said, let's move forward with something exotic, something which it's coming soon, and I've showed you this pen, you've seen it, and Ben can possibly explain a little bit better what he changed from this specific production prototype, to say it, because it's
pre-production, yeah.
95%, 98% there.
Yeah, so there's a few changes that I made when I found certain things out. So yeah.
This is the pen in question, the black piston, which is made in pultruded carbon fiber, right? So let me adjust the camera and let's give it a proper view. It's easily identifiable with the Gravitas style, which is minimalistic. It has no clip. We are still working to convince Ben to install some clips and to design a clip.
Well, I've done that, but no.
You have to help us, like. It's here. Tell him. Use the comment section down below. I don't know.
I won't do it. I just won't.
Okay. So no,
I will not
no
budge.
problem.
I will not budge.
Let me talk with him. Anyway, let's get back to the pen. Made in pultruded carbon fiber, which is stunning. It has a unique chatoyance. No matter how you turn it, it captures the light. Is the graphite look, that specific gray. It is a delightful weight in your hand, and Ben did some changes on the filling system to make it a little bit more lighter because it was a little bit back heavy.
Yeah, so the original piston that I designed and made was replicated elsewhere, so I redesigned it out of a different material and made some changes to make it lighter. I changed this carbon fiber ring to a metal ring to bring the center of balance further down. There was two reasons for that. It was actually really difficult to machine that little piece of carbon fiber without chipping the edges. You can't use diamond all the time on carbon fiber. You have to use it's a different process with carbon fiber. So cutting it against the grain, even with diamond, you're just going to have that chipping. It's just the nature of the material. So we decided against that ring just because there could be a few bit of inconsistencies, and we replaced it with full titanium. And then obviously the internal mechanism will be silver because it's going to be anodized aluminium, but parts that matter will be bronze.
You heard it, man. This is the one to have. Not only that, it comes with one of the nibs that I really like. I mean, who doesn't like a size 8 nib, which is stainless steel, I believe?
Yeah, no, it's a stainless steel, yeah.
Now you have an 8, which is affordable, or at least more affordable than a gold 8 nib, which comes with a very high price point. And as we go along, I believe the gold will get to that point in which it's going to be unsustainable. And the 8 should and will become a luxury. This one rides like a dream. Paired with ebonite feeder, ACME threads right here. Darlin, yep. To put everything in perspective, now I think we have an oversized Gravitas fountain pen, which it's going to have a specific place in the market. Like, this is what I like about Gravitas pens, because you just have them at spots in the overall price range where other pens offer either less for the same amount of money, or offer more, but for huge amounts of extra pricing. And I cannot wait to have this for all of you. And the ink window. Yeah, I almost
The
forgot.
ink window. The Nico Ebonite feed.
Nico Ebonite feed, yeah.
Yeah.
So plenty of good things to have this Gravitas protruded piston. Ben was fiddling with a pen right here. So we have two of them, and this is just for demonstration purposes. This may be the final form, maybe not, who knows? But it's close enough in order to be somewhat explained in the video, right?
Yeah, well, I'm not going to say all the details, but I have been working on mechanisms. I've been working on mechanisms for a long time for different brands and for myself. So I decided to do my own mechanism that technically doesn't exist, but it's similar to a vac, but it's not a vac. But I've managed to
Sucks ink, like that's the part of like it's the same with a vac because it sucks inks with the help of a vac. But how that comes around, the tools that Ben did magical things.
Yeah, I spent some time in the factory to dial everything in, but I actually took the ultimate back, and where everything went wrong, I learned from that and I implemented it in the new design. I also put a grip instead of polished. Because, yeah. And it's still you can dismantle it.
Yeah, from the first test that I've seen, and not with this pen, this is just for demonstration, we've actually seen somewhat of the 99% final form of it. I don't know what happened, but basically I've seen gas forming. Oh, Ben, I don't know how that happens, but if you want to share some of the things or what made that.
I've been working on the mechanism probably, I don't know, maybe over a year. It's got a huge capacity, 4 mil capacity. For a vac pen this size, that's maybe the biggest vac.
4 milliliters is this one or the old one?
The old one wasn't 4. I think it was about 2.8. But this is 4.
My memory serves right. I believe the Namiki Emperor has something like 6 milliliters. So this has 4.
Does it?
Roughly, I can have a look for sure, but let's just have a look because this is what it's called the standard, like the biggest ink capacity on the market.
I never knew that. I thought I had the biggest capacity pen, but no. Well, I do, but not in this.
Yeah, maximum ink capacity 6 milliliters. So I was right. So
well, the Monster definitely does beat that.
I have one like. Have a look at this. So look at the size of it. So this fits 6 milliliters of ink, and this vac, look at it. It fits 4 milliliters. This is going to be a big launch, and it is going to happen rather soon. I believe sometime in T3 next year, which is the first 3 months of the year, sometime in February, March.
Mid-Feb, yeah.
It's going to be a very interesting change and new model, and the VAC, it is one of the top sellers for Gravitas and also for Penventure and our retailers all together. That's the story on the Monster filler. And
well, no, it's going to be called Kraken, I think.
The model?
The pen is the big pen because it's so big. It's kind of like a monster.
And it cracks.
Yeah.
When you fill it, like it's a crisp, crisp crack. So that's the.
So the pressure is so great. When you break the seal, it will crack. It'll snap, crackle, and pop. Yeah. So basically, it's a complete vacuum, and as soon as the valve breaks, it will just rush in. Little cloud forms inside.
Yeah, the gas. Yeah. So now let's move into the exotic things that I know that maybe a lot of people know, like the legacy nib. You've been asking, you've been sending message requests and all of that, and it's not like we just simply abandoned the project. It takes a lot of work and to plan and to have something that we bring into a good number, like we have to make tens of thousands of the snips in order to make sense.
One of the main issues with releasing something like this is volume. It's not about making it, it's about polishing all the nibs. It's about the logistics of 100,000 nibs is a huge number. I needed to fix logistics before I brought something big like this to the market. So we are bringing it to the market, and this is it. This is pre-machining and whatnot, fresh, without any work done on the tipping. There's a little slit, you can see that. So this is only a very, very small slit. So it doesn't have crazy flex. It's a small slit for a reason, for demonstration purposes. But as you make the slit bigger and put different geometry on it, it becomes more flexible.
The nib completely is the same with the tipping. So basically it's just as hard as the tipping. Can be used for a lot of fun things, like if you want to do grinds.
Can we show it up close? How do I do that?
Let me go like this.
So this little ball here that you see, it's actually part of the nib. It's one homogeneous piece. That's not welded on afterwards. It's actually part of the nib. It's one homogeneous piece, and as you can see, the nib looks a little bit different from the back. This is because it actually can fit into any housing, any number 6 housing that exists. So yeah, this is a little bit different to the standard nib. This can be put into.
It's safe to assume that we're going to see a lot of people trying this in all sorts of nib units, and it's going to be on all sorts of pens, and it is revolutionary to say at least, because this nib, it's very resistant, miles ahead of everything that we've seen in regards of nib materials. I believe it's going to be one interesting upgrade to a lot of writing instruments. Like, you either have titanium, steel, and gold. It was like, I believe, palladium in the past, but no longer. That's kind of the range. So this is something which is
it's going to challenge what
special
we
thing.
think about nibs. Nibs are made in a certain way. It's a traditional way to make them, and there is other ways to make things. There's other ways to make a nib. You just have to think outside the box, and when you do, then you realize that you can do anything with this technology, with the shape. You're not constrained to the old school methods that stamp a nib out. This is completely different. This will stretch further than just nibs. This is you can make a knife edge out of this, and it won't dull as quick as other things. It's wild stuff.
I don't want to make this video too long, so that's kind of the overall look at the things that are going on at Gravitas. There are some things in works that are not present here. They'll be put in between this launches and everything. When can we theoretically expect something which is going to be close to launching in regards of the legacy?
Q3, like, I have the nibs. It's just, if I start releasing them and we haven't got them all ground, I just want to get it all right first. I've made mistakes in the past by releasing things too soon, being completely overwhelmed. We have a system set in place, and I just don't want it. Can I curse?
No.
So yeah, so we're just gonna wait. I know people want to see it. They might not believe it's real. It is. It's very much real.
What do you mean it's not real? You have a bag of them. I mean,
yeah. They come in bags, like big bags, when they arrive to me.
We have something very interesting. I cannot wait to get the snips in and to just put in some of my pens.
To really confuse people, they're made in America. They're not made anywhere that you might think. They're actually made in America. While Emmy's been busy fixing everything, I've also been busy. So I've been away. I've been in Asia, been in America, been in Italy.
Hong Kong.
Hong Kong, Taiwan. Because there's a lot of stuff that I'm working on, a lot of ideas that are actually physical objects and items and materials and whatnot. And yeah.
We use advanced facilities for testing, like our kitchens. And my kitchen is sometimes purple and has ink splatters and everything. I don't know about Ben's kitchen.
No, it's actually my spare bathroom is my testing room. So that's where I play with all the nasty chemicals.
So any landlord watching right now, go like this. Thank you very, very much for sticking around so long with us on this video. I hope I can make it short enough.
We'll do a Q&A. That'd be actually pretty, we'll do a Q&A.
We should just ask everyone if they have specific questions or topics that we should talk about in a specific video. Use the comment section down below, and we will for sure get all of them and make that video. Down below, you'll find links for the pen, the stainless steel pocket, the new one, and also our details for the social media accounts, everything that you may need. Now would be the time in which I'm pointing to Ben's face, because it's going to be popping up like a screen in which you can subscribe if you're not a subscriber, and I'm gonna leave you this right here. You can click and enjoy if you want to watch more of our content. So see ya.
Bye.
Bye.